Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, info cups and Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show.
Oh, what kind of joke?
Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business. Starter fees, street blues, what I talk. Royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind. Knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines. It was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be part of. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look lean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. Late night. Do it, man. Tap in, man. My nigga, Mr. My Joe from Chicago. What happened? Diggity, what happening, man?
Glitch the guarantee.
You have late night with it, you heard?
E&E.
Tap in, man.
2020 got me seeing so clear.
Well, a lot of people talking about this, but they ain't gonna talk about
Put
it.
your boy shit.
Me.
Lost and Glitch.
Yeah, we're gonna break this damn thing.
We cool, nigga.
Tap in, man.
This is
Boogie
cool.
Major.
We on the rise now. Middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin'. Like we start my sporting. Ball looking for the fall-in. Soldiers all fall in. And we go all in. While we listening to all in. While you all talking. We smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin. Glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Kill him in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids is plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planet trees. Okay. Don't break the code, this family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow is classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat is in Japanese. Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers, we Japanese. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, how they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Yeah. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, bang. These rappers out of my
element. We on the rise
now.
Middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come around. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin'. Like it's my sporting. Poor looking for the fall-in. Soldiers all fall in. And we go all in. While we listening to all in. While you all talking. We smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin. Glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off of 60. With the push, I swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom. To try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk. Let me lock in. Show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This to guarantee you, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah, what up? What's going on with y'all, man? Yeah, man, y'all know we up late night with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It never stops for the kid, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, man. We here, and you know we about to get to it, man. Hot and late night side, early side, however you want to call it. You know what I'm talking about? My man Uncle Diggity in the building, my brother, my Joe from Chicago, Mr. O. You know, so I know a lot of people been sitting up here talking about this whole situation. You know, ain't nobody gonna break it down like the kid, you know what I'm talking about? What do I always be talking to y'all about, man? What about I'm constantly talking to y'all about? And I keep telling y'all, man, I'm telling y'all they're about to start implementing this heavy, man. Stuff like this ain't happening just to be happening, man. If y'all think what happened in Alabama was by happenstance, if y'all think what happened in Alabama was some out of the blue, random stuff, you got the right to think that. But I beg to differ. All right. I watched it plenty of times from different angles, and it just all looks scripted to me. You know, you already know I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no cut card, man. You hear me? Yeah, it looks scripted to me. It came up on you. It looks scripted to me. Yeah. Just throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get some visuals for you niggas, man. Smash that like button. Let me get some visuals for y'all real quick. You hear me? Because this just was terrible, man. Like I say, y'all sit up there and believe what y'all want to believe, man. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna tell nobody what they should or shouldn't believe, or you wrong or silly or nothing like that. But if you believe that this situation, this fiasco, if you think this was some random incident about black dude at his job and white boy come up there, and man, if you believe that, then you go ahead and believe that. I absolutely do not. All right? Absolutely do not. For lots of reasons. One, because I just choose not to. I don't have to believe what they're telling me about this. I don't have to believe the video that they showed us. I don't have to accept it. I just don't have to. Because I know it's a lot that went on that we didn't see. Although it's given the illusion that we've seen a whole bunch. I don't really think we've seen a lot or enough. You feel me? Personally, that's just me, you know. But, you know, this situation right here got everybody all up in a frenzy. Now all of a sudden, all you all you N-words, right? All you N-words sitting up there getting all geeked up, and now it's solidarity and unity now, huh? Ain't even beat the white boys up. Niggas was terrible, man. Now let me and like two of my guys that had been us. That whole situation would have been something different. And you know, I'm not a tough guy. I don't get it twisted here, man. I'm not one of them guys, man. I'm not a thug. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a killer. None of that. I'm not a hitter. I'm not a real nigga. You feel me? At all. I ain't none of that shit. I'm a grown ass man. You hear me? That's what I am. And we used to go on campus and knock white boys out for fun, just to see if we can knock them out. You know, I was doing that shit when I was like 12, 13, man. I ain't bragging about it. I'm just saying it's some real shit. I say all that to say, ain't no white boys gonna do nothing like what them white boys did to me and two of my dudes. Right. That's why I had to be the illusion that was random. You know, had that been my little 16-year-old son, I'd have told his ass, you get your little ass back up in this goddamn boat. Huh? How about that? That's what Val would have said to me. Val would have said, I wish you would jump your little black ass in that water. You better stay your ass right here on that boat. Where was his mama at? Where was his daddy at? Y'all sitting up there on social engineer talking about some, we're proud of you, young king, la 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 la. He ain't even do shit, man. He slammed the old dude, man. He did people elbows. I mean, he did goddamn it, what's that? He did do the what's the name on that nigga. He did rock bottom that nigga though. Young boy definitely rock bottom old school white dude though, man. You hear me? Definitely rock bottom that nigga. You hear me? I'm about to show y'all. He rock bottomed. That's what he did. He rock bottomed him, man. Oh man, I was watching that whole thing. I watched it several times, man, from different angles, and I'm just looking like, man, this is scripted, bro. I don't believe this, man. This doesn't look like organic situation. This doesn't look like a natural, organic discrepancy. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Listen here. I done been in back. Listen here, man. Let me tell you niggas something, man. I know a lot of you niggas probably never been in a fucking fight before. You know what I'm saying? You niggas ain't been in a fight in so goddamn long, if ever in your life. Nigga, beat your ass off this motherfucker, man. Listen, man. Listen here, man. right? And this is what I know to be true. I don't give a damn about no Alabama or none of that shit. White boys, for the most part, is soft as shit. Most of them can't fight. Most of them ain't going to fight, even if it's in a situation like this. Right? Homeboy threw a two-fist kick punch at that nigga. On some white boy shit, man. Oh my God. I just can't even imagine if that was me that was in that situation, man. You hear me? I just can't imagine this thing. I mean, I could imagine. I really could imagine. It would have went way different. I'm telling you like that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no woulda kid, nigga. I'm telling you facts, nigga. You hear me? Stacks with the facts at that. You did. But ain't no way in hell I would have let my 16-year-old son jump in that damn water. And if he would have jumped in that water, and after I told him to come back, I'd have jumped in that water and dragged his ass back to that boat. You hear me? Because my son would have been involved with that fuckery. Excuse my language. He wouldn't have been involved with that mess. You got ladies across the boat screaming and cheering these dudes on as if they really did something heroic. I don't believe it, man. It looked too fake to me. Right? He turned his hat to the back. Then he just frisbee his hat. What was that all about? Right? What was that all about, man? I call fuckery. Right? I'm going to tell y'all why, but we're going to get to the real situation here, right? As y'all see, hashtag violent radicalization. Now, they're calling for the arrest of a lot of these guys, man. Everybody involved. Violent radicalization. And I'll just break this down to y'all. I keep telling y'all about violent radicalization. I keep telling y'all about violent radicalization, man. Right, hold on. Let's pull up violent radicalization real quick, man. You feel me? Let's get to it, man. Hey, y'all better realize what's going on out here, man. For real, man. Like, all jokes aside, man. You hear me? Like, all jokes aside, for real, y'all, man. Y'all better realize what's going on out here, man. I keep telling y'all about violent radicalization, man. Homegrown terrorism and ideologically based violence. Y'all see this, man? Violent radicalization. The term violent radicalization means the process of adopting or promoting an extremist belief system for the purpose of facilitating ideologically based violence due to advanced political, religious, or social change. So naturally, what is ideologically based violence? The term ideologically based violence means the use, planned use, or threatened use of force or violence by a group or individual to promote the group's individual's political, religious, social beliefs. What is homegrown terrorism, right? Or homegrown terrorist? The term homegrown terrorism means the use, planned use, or threatened use of force or violence by a group or individual born, raised, or based and operating primarily within the United States or any possession of the United States to intimidate or coerce the United States government, the civilian population of the United States, or any segment thereof in furtherance of political or social objectives. I want y'all to understand why I keep repeating and reiterating this stuff to y'all. And I know, and then, like I said, it's not an insult to nobody's intelligence or nothing, but I know due to certain levels of indoctrination and no critical thinking, I know a lot of y'all be hearing this and it just be like, you like, okay, like you don't like, you still don't get it, right? And that's fine. But what happened in Alabama the other day is a prime example of what this legislation was created for, right? And this was passed in 2007. This thing is 13 years old, 14 years old, man. My fault, 16 years old. I'm gonna read it again. This is what the United States government is defining homegrown terrorism as. Understand, if you fall under this definition, if this definition can be applied to you or what you have done or in any form or fashion, as far as, you know, anything contained where therein, that means that you are considered a homegrown terrorist or could be possibly accused of spreading or acting under homegrown or on the behalf of homegrown terrorism. The use, planned use, or threatened use of force or violence. Right? Force or violence. That word "or" is letting you know that force and violence are not the same thing. This is what it's letting you know. Right? Look up what force means and look up what violence means. They are not the same thing. Right? Similar, but not the same. Right? Another definition of force is the ability to influence change, mental or moral strength. Right? So, and with that being said, let's take the word force out and put another definition in instead of the word force, since force has over 12 different definitions. And clearly here, force and violence isn't the same thing because there's a separation between them. Right? The use, planned use, or threatened use of mental or moral strength or violence by a group or individual born, raised, or based and operating primarily within the United States or any possession of the United States to intimidate or coerce the United States government, the civilian population of the United States, or any segment thereof in furtherance of political or social objectives. I want y'all to understand and pay attention to the social objectives. I want y'all to understand that as a result of what we've been shown to be a so-called altercation between this guard dude, whoever he was, and the white guy, right? We just been subject to a real life, I'm talking about real time social objective. What y'all think the social objective was in the situation in Alabama? I told you they're about to start using HR 1955, man. It's been implemented clearly. And I want y'all to know that, man, they plan to eradicate this stuff. Right? Can you imagine that? Could you imagine that you could be considered to be a homegrown terrorist or guilty of spreading or acting under or for or on the behalf of homegrown terrorism, right? Simply for helping somebody defend themselves. You could be considered a terrorist for this stuff, man. I want y'all to understand how real this is. The government ain't playing about this stuff, man. They say they want to eradicate homegrown terrorism and ideologically based violence. All right, tap in, walk with us, man. Y'all know I ain't gonna never tell y'all no bullshit, man. Right? This is crazy, man. Absolutely insane, this situation. Y'all sitting up here cheering this stuff on like it's as slick and it's cool. Don't even understand. Now, let me say this, though. All right? Let me say this, though. Let me say this, man. Of course, had I been out there, I would have helped my brother if he was being jailed. I don't care if it was a white dude being jailed by a whole bunch of black dudes. I would have helped a white dude in any variation of humans you could think of, right? But although the black folks that jumped in and allegedly helped Big Homie, man, it just looks so fake to me, man. It just looks so fake to me. It looks scripted. It looked like it was well practiced. It looked like a if you ever seen or experienced like a mock war or something like that, what my man Uncle Diggy say. And that's the crazy part about it, man. And that's the thing, though, Uncle Diggy. That's the whole thing, y'all. The main purveyors of homegrown terrorism. I keep telling y'all what you do to usurp power from people and dumb them down at the same time, while at the same time stripping them of all their rights. You know what I mean? You accuse them of what you're doing. I mean, this is the same playbook they've been using forever, man. It's like tired, man. It's kind of disrespectful at this point. Right? Which is why I don't borrow none and say what I say. I don't give a damn how anybody feel about it. I definitely don't care how the unintelligent artificial intelligence computes about it. You hear me? Now, how in the hell, right, you sit up here and get caught on camera being violently radicalized and violently radicalizing through ideologically based violence. And a lot of y'all don't even know what this stuff is. Like I said, a lot of y'all be thinking I be making this up. I know y'all do. I get email. A lot of y'all think I be making this stuff up, and that's terrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. That I mean, it's kind of flattering in one aspect, but then it's horrible. It is a true precedent and testament to the collective psyche of especially black people in America. Like, you really think I'm making this up? Like, I've had conversations with people like, you really think I made this up? And I just pull my phone out of my laptop, and I do this right here. Okay, you Google where to get directions to that raggedy ass restaurant you're taking that batch to, right? Then you Google it for this. Homegrown terrorism. The term homegrown terrorism means the use, planned use, or threatened use of mental or moral strength. Take out the word force and put in mental or moral strength. The ability to influence change. That's really what they want to come after with this legislation. Under the disguise. I listen here, y'all. I get up every day. Right? Every day. Some days I forget. I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. But I make efforts every day to the best of my ability, right, to thank the Most High for this gift of discernment that he done blessed me with. I mean, I really do, man. When I'm laying down, sleep, taking a nap or something, I just, man, thank you for giving me this gift, man. I appreciate it. I really do. You know? He said they're going to try their hardest to disrupt this natural occurrence. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't think this is a natural occurrence. I mean, I just don't. It don't look natural. Nothing looks natural about this whole situation that happened in Alabama. I'm about to play the video. Right? Nothing was natural about this occurrence to me. It didn't look natural. For one, I'm going to just be honest with y'all, man. And I'm coming from the aspect of me. And I'm no less different than them guys in that video, unless more than likely, less. So the only difference is I'm not a crisis actor. Not saying that these guys are, but it's highly potentially that they could be, right? But also, like, none of them dudes could fight. The only way the young boy got the rock bottom off on the other person, on the one person, because they probably was a little bit older, right? Old dude ran up with dude, hit him, put him down. Yeah. That fight suspect to me. You ain't about to sit up here and convince me that just because a security guard get into a white boy on the boat deck area in Alabama that now and niggas is ready to, nah, I'm not convinced. That's nothing. I'm pretty sure shit like that happen all the time. You niggas didn't even do that shit or go all that way hard. Well, y'all did. Y'all did. Niggas was right, but that shit was a setup too. Yeah, that fight suspect to me. Listen here, man. Let me tell you niggas something, man. Right? Tap in and walk with me, man. If me and two of my homies, matter of fact, I'm gonna scratch, and I'm not even being a tough guy, because if you know how to fight, man, you could probably get the best of me. But I know a lot of you niggas can't fight. White boys definitely can't fight. All white boys don't do MMA. And just because white boys is popping in MMA, that still don't take the fact that the majority of you white boys is soft as hell and can't fight. Matter of fact, ain't gonna fight. He said, I'm gonna try to stay up. Now get your rest, brother. If you sleepy, get your rest, brother. Right? I say all that to say that wouldn't have went down like that with me. Y'all see what I'm about to show y'all, man. White boy did a kick punch. He did a double fist kick punch. That nigga shit. Man, I sidestepped that shit, man. Sidestepped that shit. Wow. He would have went to bed, nigga. Facts. Man. Fuck you niggas talking about, man. We used to go on Wild House State campus and knock big, husky, corn-fed white boys out for fun, man. Just to see and test our knockout game, nigga. Fuck you niggas talking about, man. I ain't believing that stuff, man. He did, didn't he, Uncle Diggity? And that's why he would have went to bed, Uncle Diggity. That's exactly why he would have went to sleep. Because that was his everything. He threw that raggedy, goofy, sloppy, drunk ass double fist kick punch. And old school had plenty of time. He ain't even hit him with it. He barely touched it. School blocked it. All he had to do was back up or sidestep. See, this is how I know you niggas don't know how to fight, man. It's a lot of you niggas tapping in right now. Like, oh, you think you tough? You talking stupid? You tough? Nah, you niggas just don't know how to fight, man. And ain't never been in no fights, especially with no white boys. You hear me, man? I'll talk about Uncle Dick. I'll talk about would have put his ass straight to sleep. You hear me? And after the other white boys would have seen their homeboy go to bed, not cold the fuck out, they would have not wanted any smoke. They would not have wanted any smoke out. Let me take this off the screen. I mean, you niggas think this shit a game, man. Once the white boy do that, I'm about to show y'all. He did the woozy ass double kick punch. Double punch kick. Did y'all see it? He didn't even hit School with it. School stuck his hand out like that. Yeah. Now, me being a trained fighter and been in many fights in my life, right? Used to listen here. I'm gonna bring my nigga Nino on here when I bring my brother Nino on here. We're gonna chop it, man. We used to go on Ohio State campus, get high and get drunk, and used to go down there on Friday nights and Saturday nights in the summertime when they're having their frat parties and stuff outside. We used to go over there and we used to start shit with them white boys and knock their asses the fuck out. Every trip. Now, some of them white boys fought back and they wasn't going. but most of them went to bed, right? So you ain't no drunk ass middle to old ass age, out of shape, drunk ass white dudes. They ain't got nothing coming with a guy like me. Nothing. You hear me? I mean, absolutely nothing. You hear me? Like serious business, y'all. Like all jokes aside. Not even on no tough shit, not on no gangster shit. Because I told her I ain't no gangster and I ain't tough. Right? But on some just knowing how to box, knowing how to fight, got experience with just cold knocking white boys the fuck out for fun, nigga. You niggas ain't never did no shit like that, most of you niggas, man. Me, by myself, dude would have hit me with that double kick punch, Uncle Diggity, out of side. I see it playing over and over in my head. Sidestep that woozy ass shit and would have hit him with the cleanest right. I'm talking about the cleanest right. You hear me? And would have put his ass straight to bed, man. I'm talking about knock cold the fuck out, sleep, snoring. You hear me? And the white boys that was coming up wouldn't have did shit, man. They would have been so terrified by what they see just happen to their homeboy, they would not have wanted no smoke. Flat out. And that's not even on no tough guy shit. That's real shit, man. I bring niggas up on this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna bring my nigga Nino up here. We're gonna tell the story about when we used to go on campus knocking out the white boys. And that's some bullshit, because now that I'm older, y'all be feeling kind of bad about that stuff for real, for real. Like, you know what I mean? We used to really go down on Ohio State campus. We used to really get high and get drunk when I was a young boy, right? We used to get high and get drunk, and we would go to Ohio State campus and pick fights with them niggas at they frat party, them white boys at they frat parties. Now, we ain't just go down there and just beat all white boys up all the time. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. It's been a lot of times, well, I ain't going to say a lot, but it's been a few times I remember that we went down there and white boys gave us, you know, gave us a nice little brawl. You hear me? Y'all see what Ohio State campus do when they lose to Michigan here, man. Niggas don't be playing no games, man. I'm talking about, and this is why I say I got respect for some white boys. I know all of them ain't soft, but most of them are, though. And we used to go down to Ohio State campus and just pick fights with them white boys just to see just to test our knockout hand. You hear me? For fun. Like serious business. I mean, I feel bad about it now because that was some lightweight goofy shit. That was some HR 1955 type shit. That was definitely violent radicalization, right? What y'all think this situation right here is? Yeah, I mean, we got some white boys that pull it here too. I was locked up with a whole bunch of white boys that got bodies. That shit don't mean nothing though. You gotta get to that motherfucker first, right? You gotta get to the John first, right? You hear me? By that time, you going to bed, nigga. You hear me? If you ain't up squeezing, nigga, you going to bed. Right? So that's how I know a lot of you niggas ain't never been in no stuff in these streets for real, man. I'm not talking about none of y'all, my homies, but I'm just all these goofy niggas tapping in. Because I know how niggas be thinking this shit, man. And I you know, conversations I done had with niggas, man. Right.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video,
Niggas,
we're gonna
man, listen here, man. I'm about to play this joint for y'all, man. Niggas would have scraped the fuck out of them white boys, man. For real, man. That shit wouldn't have happened like that, man. That shit wouldn't have happened like that. Serious business, man. Oh, I like this view too. That's sweet. I like that because that's like a little wide view for real type situation. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You did. Y'all know we going in on the late night side, man. Listen here, man. I swear, man. Everything I love, no tough guy shit, no gangster shit. I ain't none of that, man. I'm just a real dude, but I definitely know how to fight real good, though. I'm telling you, we used to practice on white boys like these ones, right? Used to practice on these niggas, man. You hear me? Like serious business. We used to practice on these dudes, man. All right. Let's go.
And he still didn't move with both. Still didn't move with both.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not buying it, y'all.
Clapping his hand, he's like, clapping his hand.
See what he did? He didn't even punch School, man. He kind of like mugged him a little bit. Like he didn't even hit him in his face for real, man. Y'all see that? You see that? Right. That woozy ass shit, man. I see that woozy ass shit. Now, the only reason why he even got that off is because allegedly this guy's 65 years old. Right? Allegedly. Right? Allegedly. I wish I could blow this up, man. I mean, his punch landed, or so that's what it looks like. Looked like School slipped it a little bit, but it just probably nicked him a little bit and landed on his cheek type shit because dude drunk. And School dipped up under it. It looked like his dude's hand is on his shoulder and School's arm is cradling it. You hear me? You niggas don't know nothing about no boxing, man. It's to beat you niggas the fuck up, man. Look how School is looking. Dude drunk, hit him with the double punch kick, but this one landed on School. School bending down like this. He threw a punch, right, to counter. So, you know what I'm saying? Dude's hand, he probably like hit School with one of these. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it looked like. It looked like he tried to, like, he punched him, but he didn't really hit him with his fist. It's like he hit him with this, like that, on some drunk shit. And School slipped it a little bit, but it still mugged him back. And School came with the counter. And dude's hand is like this on School, but it's cradled in between his shoulder and his arm like that. Look at the picture, man. It looked like it's kind of like that's why I say it's scripted, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not bragging, y'all, man. I can really. I've been in fucking taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, nigga, boxing, Lula Pearl, goddamn it, Blackburn, Thompsons. You hear me? My Uncle Roger. Growing up fighting in the hood, wrestling, slap boxing with my niggas, going on campus, practicing on country-fed white boys that play fucking rugby and shit like that for Ohio State. you know, I know how to use my hands, man. I'm gonna just say that, man. I'm gonna just say I know what I'm doing with these, man. And I'm telling you right now, I'd have knocked that white boy cold the fuck out, man. He would have went to bed, flat out. You hear me? No tough guy talk, none of that shit. He would have went to bed, man. And after them other white boys see me knock his ass cold the fuck out, they would not have wanted no smoke. None. You hear me? None. And if anybody would have walked up on me, I just would have started sliding shit. Right? These is older, middle-aged to older, out of shape, drunk, beer belly white dudes. These niggas can't fucking fight, man. Right? You said thank. What you saying? Thank you for me. What you mean? You said that's why you said that. Why you ain't talk about it? Yeah, I mean, listen here. Everybody losing their jobs, right? There's going to be prosecution done after this, and I keep telling y'all about HR 1955, violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, ideologically based violence. The U.S. government plans to eradicate stuff like this, man. Do you understand that, man? You understand why I go so hard on this subject, man? The U.S. government plans to eradicate stuff like this, man. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand what I'm saying out of my mouth? You understand the U.S. government plans to eradicate this type of crap, man? I want y'all to understand. This is law, man. This ain't me making this up. This is the law. Understanding the motivational factors that lead to violent radicalization. Understanding the motivational factors that lead to violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence is a vital step toward eradicating these threats in the United States. This isn't me making this up. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is facts, truth, legislation. This is it's the law. Of course they are. This look manufactured to me. This looks very manufactured to me. It looks very scripted. It looks very war gamey. It looks very war gamey to me. It looks very crisis actor, control, chaos, mind effing psyop to me. Right? Why did old school throw his hat like that? What was the point of turning your hat to the back and then tossing it in the air as if that was, I don't know, what you was trying to distract the white boy? He already double kick punched him, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, you ain't going to be able to sell me on stuff like this, man. I've actually been out here in these streets, man. I've been in melees. Most of you niggas ain't never even been in a fight before, man. I've been in brawls, man. Bar brawls, club brawls. Brawls on campus fighting with white boys. We used to go on campus, bro. Ohio State University Buckeye campus. We used to go down there and pick fights with the white boys at the frats, man. On some Sochis and on some Sochis and greaser shit. Huh? And we used to beat them up all the time, but it was sometimes when we went down there and white boys wasn't no hoes and they definitely didn't know how to fight on some higher learning type stuff. But majority of the time we beat them white boys' ass, man. You hear me? And like I say, as an adult now, I feel bad because, you know, man, I just was being a young, dumb, ignorant guy, man. Young, ignorant black boy. Yeah, they did overcook the pudding on this one, Uncle D. I'm glad that you said that. He said they may have overcooked the pudding on this one. They'll be met with the resistance they'll be met with the resistance they were hoping they wouldn't be met with once all this comes to light. Exactly. This is too much of a turning point for them to try to superimpose some bullshit one world business. They're better off taking the alien invade. You feel me? Because I'm pretty sure things like this happen all the time. Right? Is it newsworthy? Is it national newsworthy? Is it international newsworthy? No. Absolutely not. I'm pretty sure stuff like this happens all the time, all across the world, specifically in America. But this is not newsworthy. This is not something that should be reported on global and international news. But it is. Now I want y'all to question that and think about that. Right? Let me read this to y'all again. Understanding the motivational factors that lead to violent radicalization, what happened in Alabama, homegrown terrorism, all those who participated in Alabama, and ideologically based violence is what all of these guys were violently radicalized by. Right? I keep telling y'all, ideologically based violence does not have to be physical. Had that run boy swim across the river, I would have kicked my son's ass if he would have went over there and did that stuff. Like most of our mothers would have. Like most of us would have told our son, get your ass back out that water. You ain't gonna sit up, y'all, man. Listen, and I'm sitting here on social engineering, and I'm seeing what everybody's saying. Y'all know good and damn hell well, if that was your son, y'all would not have been okay with your son jumping in that water, going there to help some random old school dude. The best thing for anybody to do in that situation was to call the police. Yeah, it don't. I don't believe none of this stuff, man. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care how anybody feels. I don't believe this story. I just don't believe it. For one reason, majorly only, I can say, is because I don't have to believe it. I choose to not believe it. I choose to say everything they're telling us and showing us about the situation is bullshit. That's what I choose to believe and think. Now, if I go do my due diligence like I have mildly and didn't go all the way into it, I'm pretty sure I can find some extreme effery. I'm positive. I'm pretty sure some very huge players are involved in this situation. I'm pretty positive. Right? So I'll just be, I'll just be telling y'all, man, y'all believe whatever y'all want to believe, man. I choose to believe nothing the lamestream media tells me. That's what I choose to believe. Nothing. Anytime it's coming out of CNN, Fox, HLN, CBS, NBC, ABC, any cable news channel, right? It is lies. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I do. And this is why I like you. I love y'all brothers. Y'all rock with me because y'all critical thinkers like me. Y'all ain't about to sit up here and be emotionally drawn into this situation. You ain't gonna sit up here and tell me that any one of you mothers or fathers out there that got 16-year-old sons, you're not gonna tell me that you would have been okay with your 16-year-old son jumping in the water off of a riverbank or ocean, whatever the situation is, and swimming across a dock to go help random strange men fight white men who are causing that random strange black man. You mean to tell me you're gonna let your son do that? I wish my son would have. I'd have taught my son a lesson that day. Oh, you want to be goofy and stupid? All right. I'm not necessarily saying I was going to call the police on him, though, but I wasn't going to go get him when they booked him. You dumbass. You feel me? Come on now, Uncle Diggity, man. Y'all ain't about to sit up here and tell me nothing, man. I'm a real life cat from the streets, man. Columbus, Ohio, man. You're not going to tell me, man. I've been through way too much stuff, man. You niggas ain't gonna tell me you gonna let your 16-year-old son jump in the water like that. You're just not gonna, you just no way you're gonna tell me you would have been cool with that and I'll look at you and take you serious. Right? Where was his parents, the young boy? Where was his parents at? Right? Tap in, walk with us, y'all, man. Y'all know what to do. Hold on, I'm about to play some more. I'm gonna play this for y'all. The melee brawl. It just looks so scripted, yo. I'm sorry, man. I ain't gonna keep it one. It looked fake to me, man. It don't look real. Don't look organic. It doesn't look like a natural brawl. Now look at that angle. He ain't even really hit School for real, man. See, watch.
Clapping his hand. He's
Like, come on, man. That was weak as fuck, man. He ain't even knocked School down. That's a 65-year-old man. That's a 65-year-old pot belly, probably smoked Newports, eating a goddamn pack of plain classic Lays on his lunch break ass dude, man. That dude don't work out. He out of shape as hell. He couldn't even handle some punk ass white dudes who can't fight and they was drunk. You hear me? Yeah, we hold everybody accountable over here, man. You know, even though he was in the right for defending himself, right? Man, listen, y'all ain't gonna tell me nothing, man, about situations like this, man. I'm a real one, man. I've been in some stuff in the streets, man. You hear me? When it comes to fighting and all that types of melees, bar brawls, all that, you ain't gonna tell me that this was an organic, natural occurrence of an altercation between boat dock worker, ferry dock, worker. I'm not convinced, man. I don't see nothing convincing me that this is not scripted, that this is not a psyop, that these are not crisis actors. This nigga Cole spun his hat around to the back, and when the dude hit him with the double punch kick, he threw the hat on. Well, if you was trying to distract him, we supposed to throw the hat at him, not up in the air. Goof. Flag number 1. What was all that about? Like, dude, this is like, man, that dude can't even handle a 65-year-old black dude with a pot belly. He probably smoked Newports and everything, man. Do y'all see how? This I know these niggas don't know how far. Do you see the number of times that? See how many number of times the white boy right here had the opportunity to get Cole knocked out. You niggas don't know how to fight, man. One of these white dudes would have probably beat y'all's ass, man. See? Everybody jump on. He came over and ain't do shit. He ain't slide nothing. He ain't dunk nothing. He ain't take nothing up top. He ain't put nothing. Put nobody in the smoke hole, none of that. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Seriously, man. Like, y'all believe this, man? Seriously? Man, get out of here. I'd have kicked my son. Ain't no way in hell my son would have jumped in that water. He said that boy finna help that boy. I'm talking about Uncle Diddy. Come on. Man, like, seriously, you niggas can't fight, man. You niggas would get beat up by some drunk ass white dudes out here, man. It was fake as hell.
We got action, baby. He ain't finna do nothing. Arrest that. Oh, Lord. Hey.
He popped this top like he was about to do something, man.
We got action, baby. He ain't finna do nothing. Arrest that. Oh, Lord.
This is just terrible. And this is what I'm saying. Radicalization, y'all. This is what I be talking about when I talk about this stuff, man. When you hear me use these terms, y'all, I'm not making that up, man. I ain't being funny or facetious. Trying to make y'all laugh. Serious here, man. Says torso. My torso's wide open, definitely with them. Come on, man. All drunk and shit, man. He would have beat them white dudes up, man. All jokes aside, man. All jokes aside, no tough guy, man.
Hey. He want more action.
And this is how you think that this is fake, man.
Swim though. Did you see him take off in that water? Your boy finna go get it. Hell yeah.
Where's these people who was filming this? Why are they not being interviewed by the police? Have they been? I haven't seen any. You hit the one with the people's elbow. Look, with the rock bottom. He put dude to bed. Look, pow, slid him. Look, rock bottom. Look at little young boy. Young boy. Rock bottom. Look at young boy. Young boy, rock bottom. Look at the young boy. Look. Look at the young boy. That was a girl, y'all. He was talking. He just roughed up like that. He hit somebody with the rock bottom. About to start brawling again. Look. He hit him with the rock bottom.
Who the nicest one? The young boy? No, he yeah, but you should let the car just handle that dog. Did you see him take off in that water?
Look.
Your boy finna go get it. Hell yeah. Hey, your boy. No, don't stop him now.
Dude, small dude right there. It just looks scripted, man. Look at him. I see him hit him with the rock bottom. Young boy hit him with the rock bottom. Dunked him. I would have did that. I'm putting shit to sleep, man. Oh, shit. This is comedy, man. It just looks so fake.
That little young boy say, who the nicest one? The young boy? No, he yeah, but you should let the car just handle that dog. I'm talking about he threw it. I bet she won't grab it no more. He already swam across this water.
Think this stuff is a game if y'all want to, man. That's a very dangerous precedent. Hey, y'all going forward, y'all. It's our 1955, man. Violent radicalization. I'm telling y'all about it. Intent to eradicate this. Mark, see, they over there tearing this shit. Y'all even whooping for real, man. They didn't do nothing for real.
They know they in the wrong, so they should have moved.
Weak ass solidarity, man. That shit look fake as hell to me, man. That shit don't look real. It don't look authentic. It don't look organic.
Nobody
That
get
shit look
arrested.
fake as hell to me, man. Fake as hell.
Well, the jokes and memes have not.
That looked fake to me, man. That didn't look real to me, man. At all. At all, man. That ain't look real to me at all, man. Just keeping it 100, man. Look fraudulent as hell. All right. Hold on real quick, y'all. This is crazy, man. I ain't believing none of this stuff, man. Man, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to start a race war. You goofies is falling for it, man. Global news. This made global news. This made global international news, y'all. This is not global news, national news, international news worthy. Man, y'all believe this stuff, man. Crazy. Crazy if y'all believe this stuff, man. Real, man. Wow, if y'all believe that this is it's crazy to me, man. People be believing this stuff, man. Seriously. Like not 1 ounce of critical thinking, man. Not one. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Y'all know how we do it, man. We late night on the early side. Tap in. Right? Not they already making t-shirts. See, look, who stands to gain from this, man? Who benefits from this? Who benefits from this, y'all? Is any of that money going towards any of these people's bail that's going to come from this stuff? Huh? Why is that young boy getting money sent to him when he really wasn't even supposed to be doing that shit? You understand that the young boy went over there and assaulted whoever he put his hands on? Did any of y'all think about that? Why everybody's so up in arms about? Y'all understand that that little boy went over there and broke the law. He assaulted that lady. He assaulted the person who he did the people's elbow on or who he did the rock bottom on. That was assault. He was not defending himself. Right? Y'all better understand the law, man. That's why we saying a lot of y'all must be on here talking and y'all don't understand what the law is, man. Now, however you feel about him being justified in what he did doesn't negate the fact that he broke the law. You know, I probably would have did the same shit. Right? But see, the fact that this is international global news, see, now I know this is a mind effing psyop. This is a situation that's not even newsworthy. Right? I'm pretty sure stuff like this happens all the time, right? All the time. We'll never hear about it. There's some racially fueled violence going on in America right now as we speak, and we'll never hear about it. But we're hearing about this, though, and they're talking about it all over the whole world. So that means it's distraction off top. Now, see, the real question is, what is we being distracted from? Y'all better pay attention to what's going on, man. I keep telling y'all, I'm going to keep telling y'all, I'm never going to let up, right? Ain't nobody going to tell me, being the real one, that anything about this situation is authentic. I don't believe it. And I believe it for one, because I don't have to believe it. And two, I choose not to believe it. I haven't seen anything corroborating or proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is an organic situation. From start to finish, it's very suspect. A lot of things just don't add up. 65-year-old dude, man. Dude would have knocked his old ass out, man. He was an old, out of shape 65-year-old dude, too. That's what a lot of y'all don't get. That's what a lot of y'all don't get, man. A lot of y'all ain't been through nothing. Y'all ain't been out here. And I'm not saying that's y'all that is you corny the lane because you haven't. I'm just saying you haven't. A lot of y'all just be keyboard warrioring at your keyboard or on your phone. A lot of y'all ain't really been through none of this real tight stuff to know what I'm talking about. Only real ones, which y'all saying only the real ones can relate to what I'm talking about, especially when it comes to them white guys, man. Listen, man. Y'all must ain't never got into it with no white guys before. Right? Clearly, y'all ain't go down to wherever college campus is where you from and went down there and practice knockout on the white boys. I ain't never did no shit like that. And I wouldn't suggest you do it now. Don't ever do nothing like that. Non-violent, unless you are defending yourself and your life or that of your wife or your children, right? Or your property. But outside of all of that, you know, that doesn't negate the fact that he broke the law, so did the rest of the guys. Right? The military is getting bigger and bigger. They are prepared for stuff like this. And when I say bigger and bigger, I'm not talking about with humans. When I do the series, or I do reoccurring thing, the robot army. All right, y'all go check out my stream I did on the robot army. Just go to my video section and scroll on down till you see it. You did. Tap in and walk with us, man. Not they got the t-shirts on sale already. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, a lot of y'all dudes out there, man, I ain't. You know what I mean? Ain't really experienced a lot of things in these situations. That's so good you ain't supposed to, but man, listen, man. Ain't no way. You did? It just ain't no way.
Warrants on Monday related to a massive brawl at a riverfront over in Montgomery, Alabama. We have video of that brawl. Let's watch that right now, raw and unfiltered. You can see. that kind of breaking out there. Montgomery Police Major Saba Coleman said that more warrants could even be issued after authorities reviewed more footage of the brawl. That drew national attention.
Even Hindu hard, man. Listen, man.
On Sunday, that
the one white boy tried to come and break it up. They pushed his ass out the way.
Stephen Reed said that police were there to expected to hold a briefing on Tuesday. That's today, sometime later today.
Oh, dude with the Nike shirt and the glasses on your head like a broad, you's a sucker.
Onlookers at the Riverfront Park around 7 o'clock on Saturday. That fight appeared to have started when a crew member of a city-operated riverboat tried to get a pontoon boat to move. That was blocking the riverboat from docking. A man is now seen shoving a crew member who took off his cap and threw it up in the air. The conflict escalated when several other people joined and attacked the employee, who was punched and kicked while on the ground.
They even hit that nigga hard.
Reporting the melee is shouting, "Help the brother." One person is seen swimming to the dock to apparently help the worker being attacked. Onlookers intervened and pulled the individuals off the worker, who then is seen standing up on his own and walking down the dock.
Plus the white boy who tried to help him away.
Of Montgomery just yesterday, ahead of the press conference scheduled later this afternoon.
We about to listen to the press conference, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. Nobody breaking it down, man. We're going to break it down. All right. Man, listen here, man. Y'all can believe whatever y'all want concerning this situation, man. You know, I absolutely do not buy any of this. Just none of it, man. I don't believe none of it. Because it just don't look believable. You know? Yeah. This don't look believable. And that's why I choose to not believe it. Yeah, man, I just don't believe it, man. I don't believe it. I don't want to play these niggas' video, man. No, I ain't playing that shit, man. All right, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that, you know. We're gonna box cleverly. You did. We're gonna box cleverly. Right? We're going to box cleverly. Right? They got the damn t-shirts on sale and everything, man. Come on, man. Qui bono, man. Qui bono. Who benefits? Right? Tap in and walk with us.
I'm holding the name of 6 stocks. These stocks can be bought and held forever. You never have to touch them. You don't have to.
Tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the subscribe to the page, man. This is the press conference right here, man. There's a lot of telling things in here, man. Dude who hit that lady with the chair, you're going to jail. Little white girl that's trying to get a little kick in on old school, you're going to jail. Black guy who prolonged the fight by chasing dude out and socking else more going to jail. Young boy definitely going to jail. Yeah. Chaos Rain, what's good with you, man? Exactly. Exactly, Uncle Diggity. My man Chaos Rain in the building. What it do, man? This is crazy, man. My Uncle Diggity said the spreading of ideologically based violence equals the sale/purchase of this merch. Yes. Like I told y'all, accuse people of doing what you're doing. Right? They plan to eradicate this stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all, they say they want to eradicate homegrown terrorism and ideologically based violence, man. They want to eradicate it. Do I have to pull up the definition of eradicate for y'all? Like, man. It's a crazy situation, y'all, man. We feeding it right into it. This is exactly what they want. Right? Tap in and walk with us, man. Got to be more careful. Man, listen, man. Niggas is crazy, man. White boys would have got put to bed. You hear me? Sleep. Night. Comatose. Whatever you want to call it, that's what they would have been.
Hey, we'll get started here at 1:05 at the latest. Chief and Mayor making their way here right now. So I just want to make sure you're all ready to go. Thanks.
Man, listen to this, man. Whoever this mayor dude is of whatever part, what was it?
Good afternoon. I'm glad all of you are here today to join us.
This dude looked like goddamn Martin Luther King Jr. with his mustache missing, man.
I want to thank all the members of the City of Montgomery, Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Fire and Rescue, all of our employees.
This dude looks silly as hell,
everyone
man.
in our community that has been so helpful regarding the situation that brings us here today. As you all know, we had an unfortunate event to take place over the weekend downtown Montgomery on our riverfront. It was something that was brought on by reckless individuals who did not really use good judgment and caused an event that certainly was avoidable. That said, the police department reacted very swiftly, very intentionally to address the matter, as did other citizens in the community. And so at this time, we wanted to bring forth some information that we did not have as our investigation continues to report to the public. And so I have with me Chief Darrell Albert, the Chief of Montgomery Police Department, who will update you on the status of this event and how things are going in the investigation at this point. But again, we want to thank all the members of the public, all of our first responders, everyone who's been helpful, witnesses in bringing forth the information that we have. So this time I'll turn it over to Chief Albert. Chief.
Oh, that was a good old boy response, man. Tap in, walk with me, man.
Good afternoon. Again, Chief Darrell Albert, Montgomery Police Department. Now, I'll kind of lay out the facts as we know them now regarding the incident that took place on Saturday, August 5th, 2023 at 7 p.m.
Why do they keep repeating that?
There were several events taking place on our historic river front. Positive feedback regarding a school event hosted by Montgomery Public Schools and Hyundai was taking place at the amphitheater and nearby train shed. The Harriet II river cruise ship was fully operational, operating from a designated docking space along the river. The Harriet takes passengers on 2-hour tours up and along the Alabama River throughout the day. On this day, there were 227 passengers aboard that vessel. The incident occurred between the co-captain of the Harriet II vessel and a private boat owner and his family. As the Harriet attempted to dock in its designated space, designated and reserved due to the gangway access, as well as the mooring requirements.
Tap in, tap in.
The private boat was docked in its space, prohibiting safe
sitting in its
of
berth.
The captain of the Harriet remained away from the dock for nearly 40 to 45 minutes as he attempted to contact the operators of the private boat via PA system. They were only responded to with obscene gestures, curse words, and taunting. The co-captain was then picked up by a separate vessel and brought to the pier in an attempt to have a conversation with the private boat owners and or have those boats moved so that the Harriet could dock. A confrontation ensued between the co-captain and Mr. Pickett, the co-captain, and what we all have seen since on social media. I'll give you a timeline as to where the calls came in and the Montgomery Police Department's response. The original call came in at 7 p.m. as a typical disturbance.
It came in at 7 o'clock on the dot, right? It came in at 7 o'clock on the dot. What a coincidence, right? I don't believe this stuff, man.
The caller, who was the captain of the Harriet, was very calm and not in distress. As additional calls were received, at 7:15 p.m., the call was dispatched to the Montgomery Police Department. 7:18.
So that right there lets you know a lot of things. Either one, the goddamn Montgomery Police Department is just terrible. Like, we could believe that, and that could be true to an extent. Right?
The first units, 4 Montgomery Police Department officers arrived on scene, with 3 shortly thereafter.
Right. So they came pretty deep.
13 individuals were detained and brought to police headquarters for questioning and interviews. Those interviews lasted several hours.
I bet.
At that time, all parties involved were released pending further investigation, but were all given instructions on how to secure warrants on the combatants. We have since consulted with and are continuing to work with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, our state police agency, the Montgomery's DA's office, and the local office of the FBI.
Uh-oh.
This investigation is...
This is federal now. It's federal. I said they fucking with the feds. It's federal now. See what I'm telling y'all? Now they can bring in HR 1955 protocols if they choose to. They can say, hey, you know what? All of you guys are guilty of violently radicalizing not only yourselves, but each other and millions and billions of people across the globe. Violent radicalization. Ideologically based violence. Homegrown terrorism. Y'all better pay attention to this stuff, man. I'm not making this up. Right? I keep telling you, my mind don't work like that, man. I don't think about doing messed up stuff, man.
It's ongoing and more charges are likely. We encourage the public to continue to send us additional videos or evidence relating to this case.
And see, look, the spirit of snitching. The spirit of snitching. Do your job. You go find out who them people was. This is sad, y'all. Y'all don't even understand where this is going, man. This is terrible. Y'all sitting here parading and championing this situation like that's a dub for us or something. This ain't no dub. Goofballs. Sad that y'all don't see what's going on with this, man. That's sad, man. It's sad.
Those can be sent to Star Center at montgomeryal.gov or at our secret witness, 334-625-4000.
Our secret witness.
Victims in this case,
So you can go be an anonymous rat bastard.
Black male, and a 16-year-old white male juvenile who was struck by the owners and operators of the private boat. The suspects thus far have been identified as Richard Roberts, white male, 48 years old.
White male.
With 2 outstanding warrants for assault, 3rd degree. Alan Todd, white male, 23 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd degree. And Zachary Shipman, white male, 25 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd degree. We have instructed those individuals to turn themselves into law enforcement, and as at this time, 1 is secured and in custody. The other 2 are set to turn themselves in within the next hour. We're also asking for Mr. Reggie Gray, the black male, 42 years old, who was seen wielding that folding chair, to contact the Montgomery Police Department for further interviews and as part of this investigation.
Interview for what, bro? They got videotape of him hitting that lady with a chair, man. What are y'all talking about? That's crazy.
And the media for supplying much needed evidence and video surveillance.
See how they turning us into rat bastards? See how they turning us into rat bastards? See how on all levels we being manipulated and tricked into turning into straight rat bastards on each other, especially ourselves. Y'all do, man. That's what I'm saying. People don't be having no discernment for real, man. Y'all don't even understand what's going on with this. They don't even understand this situation. Y'all think this is about a dub for y'all think this is a dub for black people because they fake halfway beat up some white folks. Want no Kool-Aid. I just gotta sit back and laugh at this stuff sometimes, man. I'm like, y'all really be believing this stuff, man. And that's sad. That really is sad, man. It is. I'll be like, God damn, it ain't no hope, man. Let's go.
That we've received and it helped us.
Turning everybody into rat bastards. Remember I told y'all about the spies? From 1984. The spies. Who were the spies? The spies are the children, where they get indoctrinated at school to spy and pay attention to and scrutinize everything we do at home as adults and parents, so they can run back to the school and tell them what's going on in our household, or just call yourself on from the phone. You did. Type in, let's go.
To determine the facts as they happen. Keep in mind, when the incident took place, when it initially took place, the police department didn't have the luxury of the videos that we all have seen.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. That's powerful right there, man. What?
Now, the police department was acting on statements and witness statements that occurred as we arrived.
Witness statements are submissible in court if they deem to not prove anything.
I'm available to answer your questions, but that sums up where we are at this time, sir.
Now, I guarantee you, if I go look into who this chief of police guy is out of Alabama or Montgomery, I guarantee you he's Boulay. I put money on it, he's Boulay. Right? Yeah, man. Some of that. Let's go.
Not at this time. We know one individual has turned himself in. He is in the custody of the Selma Police Department. Again, I've worked with the Selma Police Department, and we've been working very closely with Chief Fulford over there. And Chief Fulford contacted me just prior to this press conference and said one individual has turned himself in, and the other two are set to turn themselves in a little bit later. Now, the issue is we had multiple addresses in Selma and in Orange Beach. So locating these individuals were a little bit challenging, but now we've made contact. We should be and will be bringing those individuals here for justice. Sir.
Chief Randy Scott, APTV. Saturday night, there was some video that shows some individuals being led away in handcuffs. Were those folks detained or were they released?
And they're probably having a hard time of hearing that a little bit.
So on the night of the incident, the Montgomery Police Department detained 13 individuals for questioning and for further investigation.
13 people?
Individuals were transported.
Somebody was a rap bastard.
In which at that time we were able to gain much needed information we need and provide them with information on how to secure warrants for information and for the acts that you saw live on TV.
Right.
Can you identify yourself and Ryan? Thank you.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So the co-captain, again, as the co-captain approached the dock and attempted to peacefully move the boat over just enough so that Harry could park,
right.
The owners of the boat confronted him in a very hostile manner. There was words exchanged, and then it turned into a fistic encounter that you've all seen. So the co-captain was doing his job. He was simply trying to move the boat in just enough to where the cruise ship can park safely in its identified location. However, it quickly escalated into a fistic encounter. So as it relates to racial epithets in conversation and names being called, while the Harry was still out in the water.
So this guy basically is saying that it ain't really that racially motivated. You can't make this stuff. I guarantee you this dude, chief of Montgomery Police, I guarantee you he's Boulay.
Was a lot of
he looked like an alpha ass nigga, maybe Kappa Alpha something.
Those made at a distance. Of course, when the co-captain approached, that continued. But again, working with the local FBI, we did examine if there was enough to file hate crimes charges on this case. And again, we rely heavily on the advice from the FBI. We've also looked at what it takes to elevate this to a riot, inciting a riot. We've worked with our local district attorney, and it did fit the criteria for that. So the charges that we have pending on South 3rd at this time are appropriate charges for what we've seen and the behavior that we've seen on social media. Yes, so the 4 warrants that
that's a good question.
All members of the pontoon boat, and
girl, that was actually a good question.
I'm playing. Yeah, man. AP, what the fuck going on, man? Happy, what's up, man? Happy, what's up? What you want, what you need, I got peas, Cali weed, real Zaza, real gas, 5K, 4 bag, Laura Charles, soda 3-5 through the burglar bar, real loud, you can still smell it through the glass jar, street nigga, can't keep a job, cause I hate work, that nigga who don't like baby mama.
Tap in, walk with my nigga, Nike boy Zeke, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You understand me, man?
Attack on the co-captain, and there was an attack on a 16-year-old employee of the smaller vessel that took the co-captain from the Harriet to the dock. That 16-year-old was assaulted by one of those members of that platoon boat, and his mother actually went and signed warrants on one of those individuals. That individual was a 16-year-old white male employee of the smaller vessel that was operating in the river at that time as well.
You know his mom pressing charges. For sure. My dude's pressing them charges. Please believe it.
Yes, so assault third is misdemeanor charges by statute. And the names of the individuals that's wanted is Richard Roberts, Roberts. He's a white male, 48 years old.
Assault in Alabama is a misdemeanor. Hold on. Let's go.
He has 2 warrants pending for assault third. Alan Todd, T-O-D-D, 23-year-old white male, has 1 warrant pending. And Zachary Shipman, S-H-I-P-M-A-N, white male, 25 years old, he has 1 warrant pending.
Also, we've been hearing that there was also possibly previous incidents with these voters that need knowledge.
Uh-oh.
If there are any previous incidents with these voters and the river boat crew.
We have no knowledge at this time that this was something that was continued from prior incidents. This was a standalone incident, again, that was brought to our attention, and we acted on the information we had.
Tap in and walk with us, y'all, man. This is crazy, man. Well, I'll keep telling y'all, man, like, man, violent radicalization. This is where it starts. It has begun. And what I tell y'all, this new legislation has no respect for person. It don't care if you white. It don't matter if you black. You going to jail, man. You hear me? You will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Right? I keep telling y'all, man, y'all think this is a black and white thing. On the surface it is, but underneath it, that don't even matter. This UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability is planned for all of us. HR 1955 is designed for everybody, not just black people, man. And I think as black people, man, we need to, not play that victim card so good, man. Because we've been lied to about a lot of stuff. Right, exactly. I just read what you said, Uncle Diggy. You're right about that, right? It's crazy out here. So, I had to come chop it up about this, man. You feel me? I absolutely had to, man. I had to come chop it up about this, man. This was terrible for real, man. This is horrible. Y'all don't even realize what this is all about. Y'all really think this is crazy. Like, y'all really think that these people are going to get clean away with this stuff and not be held accountable? That's crazy to me. Man, listen, man. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. You hear me? Tap in with me. HR 1955 is in full effect. All right? Pull it back up on the screen here, man. I want y'all to understand this, man. When y'all hear me talking about this legislation, this is what I'm talking about. Stuff like this right here. Look, they're doing this. This is the feds is involved with this, man. You understand that? You understand that this is a federal situation now? I want my people to know what's up. I want y'all to know what's going on. I want y'all to be privy to this stuff, man. So when y'all start seeing it, y'all can be like, the feds is involved in this case now, man. Do you understand what that means, man? That means that this law is enacted. That means HR 1955 has been activated. They're going to say this is an act of homegrown terrorism. This is a result of ideologically based violence. Right? You know, tap in and walk with us, man. That's why I keep telling you about HR 1955, man. Y'all need to go read this legislation, man. I'm telling you, I really do, man. And familiarize yourself with it. Learn it. Study it. Whatever you need to do. The term, I'm going to highlight all this stuff. Let me highlight all this for y'all. Let me do it like this, because I don't know. Let me take that off. Violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence, y'all. Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. I'm sitting up here trying to tell y'all, man. This has been activated. HR 1955 has been activated. They're about to start coming for people, and they don't care about your race or none of that, man. You want to know how I know? Let me read this to y'all. All right. All right. I want to read this to y'all right here. Look at number 7. Individuals prone to violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence span all races, ethnicities, and religious beliefs. And individuals should not be targeted based solely on race, ethnicity, or religion. Right. I'm going to read that again. I'm going to read that again. Right? This is the law. Individuals prone to violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence span all races, not just black folks, not just black people, all races. Individuals prone to violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism, and ideologically based violence span all races, ethnicities, and religious beliefs. And individuals should not be, listen to the language, y'all, should not be targeted based solely on race, ethnicity, or religion. Right? Should not be. It doesn't say will not be. It doesn't say cannot be. It says should not be. It don't even say shall not be. It says should not be. That's not a guarantee. And this is how they're able to circumvent the authority of the Constitution. Right? With this language. Crazy. Right? Absolutely insane. So I read that to y'all to get up there and show y'all that they ain't care about no white boys about him white. They don't care about none of that stuff, man. HR 1955 is in full effect. It has been activated. And what happened in Alabama is a prime example of it. Right? And y'all sitting here egging it on. Just the egging it on. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, y'all, man. Listen, ain't nobody gonna break this thing down to y'all like how I be doing, man. When it comes, I mean, it's all well and good, you know, people joking and you understand what I'm saying, cracking jokes and, you know, making funny memes and all that. And all that's well and good. I'm not saying stop doing that. Continue to do that, but understand what's happening as you invest, you know what I'm saying, your energy and time into contributing to that. Damn, man. It's crazy. For real, man. This is crazy, man. For real, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all, man. Then they just sit up there and book my little homie Daystar with 10 years. Sheesh. We're gonna get to it tomorrow, y'all. In a couple few hours. Well, I'm gonna say tomorrow, later on today, in a couple few hours, we're gonna be discussing the situation with Neo. You understand me? And we're gonna be discussing the situation with Neo when he went on Vlad being interviewed by Gloria Velez, who looked weird to me. She looked weird as hell. Right? We got some nice coming up shows for you, man. Tomorrow, well, should I say later on today? Right? We're gonna do this show right here. Right? Because Neo getting heavy scrutiny right now for them comments he made on that Vlad interview with Gloria Velez with her. And she's still, Gloria Velez gotta be like in her late 40s, man, early 50s. She's still fine as hell. Right? Right. Yeah, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, tap in, walk with us, sharing social engineering. We will be getting straight to it later on today in a couple few hours. Let me pull it up on the screen, man, for y'all so y'all can see it as y'all get on up through a couple few hours, man. We're going to be getting straight to this right here. I know some of y'all that's out there and heard about this, right? Yeah, we're going to get to this later on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Will cancel culture cancel Neo for his opinion? We're going to see. We're going to see. Right? Crazy, right? Man, listen here, y'all, man. Sheesh. I'll be sitting up here like, man, what is going on out here, man? You did? Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Y'all go read that HR 1955 legislation, man. You silly ass dudes and bras out there really be thinking I'm making that stuff up. That's funny as hell to me, man. Like, people really think I'm making that up. My nigga Uncle Diggit, if you still listening, people really think I'm making UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability up. They think I'm making it up. I'm like, I wish I was. I wish I was making it up. You know what I'm saying? Wish I was making it up, man. I make some money. All right, I'll tell y'all the truth, though. You feel me? Tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell. I appreciate y'all coming through this impromptu episode. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineer, man. Bless that super chat, cash up, and all that on your way out. You did. Yeah, I'm saying something every trip. I don't care about none of that. It's business here, man. It's business here, man. You know, it's business here, man. Right. And it's only right that I leave y'all with this song right here, man. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna play DMX, man, but we gotta relax on the monetization. We gotta relax on that. So we're gonna ride out to this right here, man, because a lot of y'all is this, man. Let's go.
Yeah. D&E.
D&E.
Stacks with the facts.
What up, Stacks?
I got my man Glitch the Guarantee on the track with me.
Glitch the Guarantee.
Yeah. And we bringing this message to you fake woke niggas.
Gotta wake these niggas up, man.
All y'all out there spreading them lies and falling victim to this propaganda.
Niggas believe it.
Hey, Glitch. Let's talk to these niggas. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily. So I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, take them up. Time to wake them up.
Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily. So I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, take them up. Time to wake them up.
I gotta set the alarm, wake you up from your slumber. Wake them up, Floyd and Harry, fake woke niggas, y'all dumb and dumbass niggas. Drop jewels, but people don't pay any attention. They don't listen. Immediately, we the wake them up henchmen.
A lot of times these woke niggas be really sleep. Shit, the price on a nigga's life is extra real cheap. Only the real for my niggas, we all elite. We made a living eating these rappers, nigga, bon appetit. Yeah.
Pause. Me and my brethren be down for the cause. We gotta come together and tear down all these walls and illusory fault lines like racism and bring light to the woke, just like a baptism.
The congregation spoke. These niggas ain't who they claim to be. A bunch of Peter pop off niggas really be lames to me. Anytime you at war, it's gonna be casualties. The more we come together, it's easy to beat the enemies.
Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, wake them up. Time to wake them up.
Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily, so I dance around them like my name was Alvin Ailey. Fake woke niggas be surrounding me daily.
Alarm clock, wake them up. Time to wake them up. Alarm clock to the woke. Time to wake them up. The main initiative should be to get your cake up. You wave riding niggas need life jackets to stay afloat. Meanwhile, I'm blowing on gas straight from the Ivory Coast.
And every post I be hitting y'all with them straight facts. The smart grid is now here. We gotta face that. While they coming with microchips and vaccinations, fake woke niggas perpetuating indoctrination.
Fuck this pandemic. This was the damn gimmick. Niggas will believe that they mom died if she's still living. Open your eyes, nigga. You can see the lies, nigga. We gotta stop letting the blind lead the blind, nigga.
And that's the biggest fact, Glitch. You better tell these niggas this Agenda 2030. It's gonna be hell, niggas. Fuck AOC and her new Green Deal. I'm Neo in this bitch. You want they red pill.